Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at somebody who got massively ratioed on social media and is not bothered at all. Don't you dare to think that that person is bothered, because they're not, okay? Hashtag not bothered. So don't tell me that that person is bothered. It makes me angry to think that some people who go on their Instagram, who go live, who rant about being ratioed for no apparent reason, except for making ridiculous health claims, that these people are bothered. They don't give it the time of the day. They just make fun of other people. They just continue. They're not bothered. Let's remember this. This person is not bothered. All right? Thank you. Well, that was a rough intro, wasn't it? But it is important for me to explain the severity of this person not being bothered. There never are. This is somebody who is a network marketer in Australia. Big thank you and a shout out to Pink Moon Witch on Instagram, who sent this my way, a fellow anti-MLM creator who has also provided me with content before. I forgot to shout that person out. I'm so sorry. Sometimes people reach out to me and share content with me and say, please don't mention me, don't mention my name. I don't want to be discovered and I don't want to be in the public eye. Like, yeah, all right. Oh, good. I will not mention your name, pinky promise. But some people have public social media profiles and I forgot to shout them out. So apologies about that. Thank you to Pink Moon Witch on Instagram or Vanessa Chats on YouTube. She's a fellow anti-MLM creator and she has a lot of really important information on her Instagram. So go ahead and check that out. Subscribe to her channel, subscribe to her Instagram. I think there is a lot of very interesting information available if you're interested in anti-MLM and if you're critical of the network marketing industry, specifically also connected to Australia. Now, you might be surprised because the last times I spoke about Australia, it was about Monat. Well, lucky you. We're not going to talk about Monat today, but this is somebody who is very sketchy. This is somebody who makes unrealistic health claims, therefore got massively ratioed by Facebook. That's what the rant we will take a look at is all about. This is a Hun who pretty much sells her team calls for 39 Australian dollars, allegedly because of high demand for a 120 minutes team call. I hope she doesn't charge her own downline, but she invites other people from the MLM she is in. It's a Kangen Hun. Enagic water filter Hun. She charges people to join her team calls. So it looks it's really going well in Kangen as well. Another MLM that is probably not doing as well as the Huns wish. That is why they need to find other streams of income. So for 39 bucks, you can join those team calls. And there has been a good amount of drama involved with an Instagram account called Pork Soda and the Enagic distributor tied to the breakaway movement. Pork Soda, for example, alerted and reported false and scammy content on this person's Facebook. And when you know it's a Kangen water hand person, you can just assume how horrible the health claims are. This distributor has been hit pretty hard because the Meta account, the Meta ad discount got disabled and the person cannot go live anymore or make calls on Facebook anymore, which is an important tool in Kangen. If that's your main account, that's where you pitch to people. So she got hit pretty hard, and that just shows that it's really great if you report people, not just because you don't like how they look, what they sound like, but if they make ridiculous health claims, income claims, things they cannot say, then it's good to also reach out to the platform that they're acting on, in this case Facebook, and say, hey, this person makes health claims they cannot do. Could you take a look at that? And then Facebook, in this case, luckily also reacted. We're going to take a look at this person that is totally not bothered. I'm saying it again, all right? She is not bothered. Enagic Huns, they sell the Kangen water filters that produce alkaline water. That's it. Different pH level than tap water. There is no proof that the water they sell, the water ionizers they sell, that the water has any qualities when it comes to healing, but they make the worst health claims. You have cancer, drink the water. You have problems with your inner organs, drink the water. You have skin issues, drink that water. They really make the worst claims, and we will take a look at her rant now. This intro was already way too long, But it was important for me to let you know that she's not bothered. So let's take a look at this not bothered rant.
You know what the best thing about being challenged is? Besides the fact that you're going to go through some shit and you have to jump the hurdle because there's no other way. Like, why would you not? If there's a hurdle in front of you and you knew you had to jump it for your next level. Anyway, the reason why I actually enjoy the breakdowns now, which sounds very strange saying it out loud, is the fact that there's going to be a breakthrough around the corner. So always remember that if you're going through some shit, there's a reason.
It is concerning, though, to call that then a breakdown. Yeah, if life is rough, you can appreciate that you were able to get through and to push through that time because you know it will get better. But why a breakdown? Your Facebook got shut down. That's it. Why is that a breakdown? Well, maybe because her business is heavily connected to that and not to her Instagram. But why call it a breakdown? It is weird to say it.
Being tested to jump over it and just get accepting and excited for the up level. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. You ready, Bobs? Where we going?
Don't care where they're going. She had to jump over hurdles. Let's put this into context. She jumped over hurdles she herself put up. And then somebody pointed that out, and then she had to jump over those hurdles because she made health claims on her Facebook that she wasn't able to make, and that's why she got ratioed. Don't make stupid claims. Then you don't have to jump over hurdles. Play by the rules. Just say, hey, I sell pricey MLM water. You want to grab 3,000 euros worth of ionized water filters? Then come my way. They will do nothing for you. I cannot claim that because science doesn't prove that those filters will do anything for you. Just don't make any health claims if you cannot make any health claims because they're not proven. Would be that easy. Then you wouldn't have to jump over hurdles. After this little intro, we're going to listen to her totally unbothered Instagram live because she cannot go on Facebook live.
All right. Looks like I am live over here on the gram because I have my first hater that I wish that they had a bit more of a life. So let me just take you back about a week.
You have your first hater? Somebody who reported your account and then Facebook reacted? That means that you did something wrong. And you wish that that hater had a life? This is gonna be good. This is gonna be interesting.
So what I really want to preface is when you get started in the online space, you need to know that there's some hurdles that you're going to jump over. The first hurdle is that battle of your own mind. That's like, can I do this? Is it like, yes, you absolutely can. Can you do hard things? Yes. A lot of the people in my team have even pushed babies outside of them. There's way harder things that you've done, guys.
Yeah, it's also not hard to use social media. The question is, do you want it? And yeah, when you put yourself out on a public social media profile platform where everybody can comment, where everybody can have access to you while commenting on your content, that is what you have to accept. That's what you put yourself up to. That's part of the game. But Kangen Huns, or the Huns in general, they need the public platforms because they need as many eyes on them, their accounts, on the product, and on the business opportunity, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to recruit and to sell enough. They could not do that in private anymore. They need to use social media and they need to have public profiles to do so.
So that's rule number one. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Second thing is you also need to remember that the first thing that you really want to do is like you want to win, right? You want to make quick wins, you want to make money, you want to create impact, you want to change your life, you want to create a legacy, all these beautiful things.
You want to create a legacy? Let's really pay attention to this live about somebody being completely unbothered about a hater who apparently they wish that hater had more of a life. It is never appealing to an audience if you want to recruit people or sell products. So let's pay attention to this.
And then the third thing I want you to know is you need to be prepared for the grit, and you need to be prepared for the opinions, and you need to be prepared for people that start saying things to your face or behind your back that's not really going to agree with you, because when you come into a space that is so expansive that it grows you in all different areas of your life, whether it's like your confidence or your own self-worth, all these things that we should have honestly been taught in high school and primary school, but we really never did. We just thankfully learnt about algebra that we use every day.
Well, I do hope that you use math occasionally. Why should schools teach you about social media? Not everybody wants to use social media professionally or to sell scammy products and sketchy business opportunities. Maybe they should teach about that in your high school.
Of course. The square root of something, like, when would I ever use a plus b squared equals c squared? I don't even know. So the whole point being is, when you come into the online space, you gotta also be prepared for when you do start winning, or even if it's like big wins, small wins, you're always gonna have people that are so far out of alignment with where you're going and where you're looking to go and where you need to be. It's gonna be the most obvious thing. It's kind of like looking ahead and seeing color, and then looking over here and you see black and white. Black and white is just like so like dry, like yuck, no thank you, don't want it. Why see a life in black and white when you can see it in color? And so,
does that happen when you drink Kangen water, that you see a lot of color? What is going through those filters, through those ionizers? When was the last time you saw color? The last time I saw color of flashes before my eyes was before I passed out when I was a teenager.
These people really, really start to stand out. They start to stand out in the fact that they either put you down to your face, they start sharing like what their truth is about you to your face or behind your back, and then you have to just kind of stand there and cop it a little bit. For me, I choose not to stand there and cop it. I either say something back or just leave the room and just literally like put a marker between me and that person again. Like, you've already disrespected. So interestingly,
in the comments, of course, other Kangen Huns, it looks like they're eating that up, but she's obviously reacting to that. And let's point out yet again, if I hadn't told you the background, why she's on this Instagram ranting, then we wouldn't even understand what this is about. So this is just an innocent woman on her social media, and she gets feedback that she doesn't want. And people talk badly about her, either directly to her face or they're stabbing her in the back, the poor, poor victim. Let's remember the background. This is a Kangen water distributor, an Enagic Hun, and they made health claims they couldn't do on Facebook. They got reported and their Facebook got shut down, at least temporarily. I don't have Facebook. I don't even bother to go there. Maybe the Facebook is up again. But she wasn't able to work her Facebook to sell her Enagic shit. This is not a victim, somebody who just got trolled and got hated on online, which unfortunately also happens. And that's not great. That's not something that should happen. But if you make health claims, what Kangen water can do, how it can help you, your health, and also financially, when it doesn't do anything for your body other than you drinking alkaline water, and most people in network marketing companies lose money when you make ridiculous claims and your Facebook gets shut down, that means that you're the predator and you got shown your limitations. It means that you did something wrong and she now has to feel the consequences. But we're not getting that information there yet. We're lacking a lot of background information, and if the Huns were specific and if they were clear, I think a lot of people would be able to see through the BS more quickly.
I can't go live on Facebook, so I was just curious to see if it was gonna be on Instagram, but maybe this is like gonna push over to Facebook anyway. So talk about finding all the little loopholes. But anyway, here we are. I have this hater.
It makes me angry when somebody says stupid stuff and I have to put my coffee down because I just wanted to drink a sip, all right? Not a good look either. If you need to find loopholes to use Facebook, then you're doing something wrong. It reminds me of a lot of the iGenius Huns, or the former iGenius Huns, who were mass messaging other people to the degree that Instagram consistently shut their Instagram accounts down because they thought that was a scam account. I mean, in a way it was, but if you message too many people, then the social media platform thinks, oh, okay, no, shutting you down. There's a reason why she's not able to go live on Facebook. Why do you need to find loopholes? Just play by the rules and don't be a dumbass. Thank you.
I have this hater that literally wrote on my my post about the Kangen water, and I had literally like this huge fucking ugly rash on my arm, and I had a photo, and then I literally just journeyed it, and literally in the post I wrote the words, I'm not saying Kangen water cures thing, I'm not saying this. I'm like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You can't declare something to heal things. All I can share is like a testimonial. I'm like, well, I'm not telling you it's going to heal you and save your life, although it's created massive results for myself and my dad and my family and people that I know, people that I don't know. Like, we have 50 years of testimonials, okay?
50 years of subjective testimonials of people who need to sell this shit. She also uploaded this post, or a post similar to this, to her Instagram. You know, it's getting serious when I have to pull out my glasses. Rash update. Maybe a rushed update. A week ago, we cut down our tree at the front of the house. Next minute, I broke out in the massive rash. Itchy AF. Look at the redness. I've been bathing in the Enagic, which filters out the heavy metals and chlorine from the shower, and running it under 6.0 pH from the Kangen machine. If you have a lot of those words in a post, you should be restricted also from Instagram for life. You should be thrown out of the country, and you should be shot to Mars. You should have started a new civilization up there with 6.0 pH from K8 Kangen machines. Anespa filters, shut up. No antibiotics, no toxic chemicals. Well, it's still a chemical because you're still under water. Just water. Yeah, that's a chemical, dumbass. Kangen water. Maybe I shouldn't have made the coffee. I'm way too alert right now. This is why people call it magic water. No, that is why distributors call it magic water. For no reason. Because of no proof. This is why people call it magic water. I love my water like I love my friendship circle. Toxic free. Ooh. Please. If you want more info, comment blah blah. Rash update, and then we see the pictures. This was 1 week ago. My arm broke out in a rash after cutting down the tree, and then she bathed in Kangen water, and then her arm looked better. How do we know that your arm looked better? Because you used the Kangen water, which is just more alkaline water. And that's why your arm looks better now. What would have happened if she would have just checked in after a week or two? Maybe the rash would have gone down anyways, because that's what happens once you had contact with a tree where you broke out, and then you step away from that tree and you don't touch it anymore. Maybe your arm would have gotten better even if you had bathed or showered just in normal Australian water. That's the kind of post we're very likely speaking about. And that is the reason why she is so mad, because she got restricted from Facebook Live. This rash would have very likely gone away also without Kangen water. But we're not saying that, right? Because it has to be about the Kangen water. Just because it's a subjective testimonial doesn't mean that it's wrong. Just because it's a subjective testimonial doesn't mean that you can post it. I'm surprised it's still live on Instagram, but nonetheless, those testimonials are predatory AF. Kangen water cured my cancer. Cannot prove that. I'm also not allowed to say this, so don't restrict me, but I'm sure it was the Kangen water. I adopted a puppy 3 weeks ago, and the puppy didn't like me, but then I started to drink Kangen water, and now we're friends. There were a lot of birds in front of my window in the morning. They were really noisy, and I was really, really annoyed. I was super anxious. And then I started to drink Kangen water, and now the birds are gone, and I'm very relaxed, thanks to Kangen water. We went through a really, really rough period here. It was really dark most of the time here, very rainy, very snowy, very cold. But then I got a Kangen water machine, and now in May, thanks to Kangen water, it's suddenly more springy. Thank you, Kangen. Does that sound ridiculous? Yeah. Is it ridiculous? I have a squeaky chair. Thanks to Kangen water, I'm not bothered by that. Do we see how ridiculous that is? Yeah, I think I made my point.
So you see this lurker saying, well, that's not compliant, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Did you even read the caption where I said, you know, the outcome is not guaranteed, this may or may not work for you, blah blah blah. Like, are you a loser or what? Anyway,
yeah, because it's your fault if you point out that somebody is not compliant and makes false claims. That is your fault as the audience and not the person who posted this. Maybe she should have checked with Kangen before, and I'm surprised that A lot of distributors are still in the company because if the network marketing company really took compliance seriously, they would very likely have to let go of 70% of their people.
Are you a loser or what? Anyway, just end up blocking him or her or it or they or them or they, or maybe it's a cat, who the fuck knows these days. But anyway, I end up blocking this person, and funnily enough, this person is so, I mean, get a life, dude, but goes onto my Facebook profile and starts like screenshotting shit there and then putting it on his or her or they or them's profile, like naming and shaming me. Like, get a life, dude.
I'm sure that the dude does have a life, pork and soda, and probably had a blast pointing out the hypocrisy, the lies, the non-compliant claims. This is also something that we typically see when somebody gets called out, when somebody gets caught and actually has to experience backlash and has to deal with the consequences, like not being able to use their Facebook. When you make ridiculous claims, you will get ratioed. To call the person who called you out, it's they, them, a cat, it's not a good look. It's not a good look if you do this now on your Instagram, which might very likely just be your only social media you can use at the moment to sell your ridiculous product. The people in the company will eat this up and will think, that's so funny. Yeah, that person is just a hater. But then you also need to insinuate that that person doesn't have a life. Just because you call somebody out doesn't mean that they don't have a life. No, I don't think that's how it goes. It's a bad look for every single individual on planet Earth who is not connected to Kangen, to Enagic. I always say Kangen. We're not connected to Enagic. Why would I want to make business with this person? Why would I want to sign up with this person? Because if you really took a look at this, you would see that she is pitching Kangen water in a non-compliant way. She makes ridiculous claims, as do most Kangen water Huns, most Enagic distributors. And then you're ranting on this on your Instagram. Why would I want to make business with you? It's unprofessional. It's not attractive. It will just drive more people away. Not necessarily the people in the company. Like I said, they're probably like, yeah, cheering her on, just like they did in the comments. But if you want to reach out to more people, then you should not go on your social media and rant like this. It just shows that you're not a professional, that you don't have an understanding of customer service, of PR, of how you brand yourself in public. You want to make money. You want to recruit people into the MLM and you want to sell those overpriced water ionizers. That's not how it's gonna work. It will just drive more people away, and you laughing about the haters is also not going to be helpful because they will just continue to make more videos and you end up on channels like this one. So congratulations, not a good look. When will they learn? Never.
What the hell are you doing with your life? Anyway, so I just find it funny at this point because I'm like, you literally took time out of your life to go look up my name on Facebook and then write, oh, I would have shared her content from Instagram, but she blocked me with a crying face. Like, are you lost, dude? Or like, what's going on here?
You got called out. Welcome to the world of people who do this on Instagram who don't make money, but they're very passionate about scammers online who make false claims. Anti-MLM community is growing stronger and stronger, and the Huns are getting ratioed.
Anyway, so that happened. And then I've also been like blocked on Facebook. I'm like, dude, you can't stop a movement that needs to share beautiful, positive energy because people are needing your message right now. So what have I done? I'm not even going to tell you my secrets just in case you're listening. Anyway, so that's...
Your movement, the breakaway movement, is very likely breaking down as well because network marketing companies are not doing well. Now, Kangen is one of those companies that has been around for a long period of time, but their paychecks not looking good.
That's been my week. I've been put forward with hurdles after hurdles after hurdles. And I think if you don't laugh, you'll end up crying. And to be honest, I'm not crying. Like, do you think I'm losing sleep? Like, we just had a massive... I'm not even going to tell you how much money I just made, like, today from a sale that went through last night. Like, because you'll feel like it's unrealistic. And I'm not... You know what? At this point, this is just for entertainment purposes only. You can't make free internet money. Like... The only way to earn a living is to work for a boss and ask for leave and is that what you want people to tell you? Like, it's not true. So I feel like we're always going to have our truth, and it's always going to be very blatantly clear, you know, like who is going to be for you and who's not going to be for you, who's going to lift you up, who's going to drag you down.
Yeah, but we're not addressing the actual issue. It's not about having to work a 9-to-5 corporate job. Start your own company. Don't listen to a boss. Run your own company, yeah. But that doesn't mean that you need to join a network marketing company where most people lose money. That's why it's unrealistic that most people are even able to sell one of those really pricey water ionizers and are able to make a profit, because you need to pay your way into the company. We're not addressing that. We're not. Okay, just checking. Because she's, of course, just making fun of all of this. She's completely unbothered. Totally. Because she was able to make a big sale. And she's not even going to tell us how much money she made, but she had to mention that she made allegedly a big sale. Just imagine how many more sales she could have done if she were able to use Facebook Live. But we're not worried about that. We're not pissed. All right? She is not bothered.
Who's like a loser and who's a winner? Like, it's very obvious. Anyway, that's all I really want to share about today. But for all the people that are wanting to win, that have watched my journey, that have seen what's been able to be possible, whilst the world is telling you it's unrealistic and blah, 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 I'm here to tell you it's real. I'm here to tell you that you can if you want to, but then also, like, there's no such thing as free internet money. Like, obviously you still have to do work, you still have to be coachable, you still have to make a move, you still have to invest in yourself. The best thing about this is, though, you're investing into products. Even if you don't make $1, you've invested into medical grade products that you're going to use every...
No, and you cannot claim that you invested into medical grade products when you get a Kangen water ionizer, when you get Enagic products. Absolutely not. That is what we're talking about when we're saying not compliant. Most people in network marketing are losing money, and you cannot claim that it is absolutely possible for people to make a lot of money when it's realistically not. Let's take a look across the industry at the success rate of network marketing. Most people lose money. Why is that? Because the industry is set up for only a few people to be successful. Most people have to fail financially so that the people at the top of the pyramid are even able to make a profit. The network marketing industry standard is bad. Most people lose money. And just because you're the exception, just because you're comfortable scamming people, just because you're comfortable claiming that people can get medical grade water ionizers when they spend thousands and thousands of euros, doesn't mean that other people are comfortable scamming others as well. And she got ratioed for it, but she's not bothered.
That you're going to use every single day, I promise you, if you open up the box. I've also got some losers out there that never even open up the box and like, oh, it didn't work for me. No shit, Sherlock. Might as well just like buy a gym membership and never even see the place or it.
Not the same thing. You cannot compare a gym membership to opening up Kangen water filters, ionizers, buffoonery, bullshittery. She's very much stuck in the old MLM ways. And what a lovely individual, what a lovely way to present yourself. So you already got ratioed on Facebook, and then you think it is smart to be completely unbothered because you don't care at all. You speak to people like this on Instagram. How is this going to attract people to sign up with you? How? She presents herself as a really catty person, very much bothered. She claims that she's promoting a lovely toxic-free lifestyle like her friend circle, and this is what she promotes on social media. You're not going to attract people in a dying industry with an attitude like this, which is good. That's also why network marketing is dying down, because they out themselves more and more because the pressure is getting higher on them. You're losing income, you're losing distributors, you're losing sales. This is not how you present yourself professionally on social media if you want to change that. So good job.
Membership, never even see the place or even where it is, and never do a rep and say the gym's a scam. Come on, I can't even, like, it's just annoying me at this point. So
why is she annoyed though? I think she's not bothered.
If you are someone that is ready to win with unrealistic things that society will tell you because you know it's too good not to be true, because you know what your current situation is absolutely...
Except that it's not society that is telling you it's unrealistic. It is the network marketing companies themselves, their income disclosure statements, all of the data, all of the statistics, all of the facts. tell you that it is highly, highly unlikely for people to be successful in network marketing. That's not society. That is your own MLM.
It's too good to not be true. Oh my gosh, seriously. Unless you want to settle for the mundane and keep doing what you're doing forever and a day, of course, keep doing that. Online space is not going to be for everyone, I promise you. Like, there's certain people that won't create success. Of course. Are they going to work it? Maybe, maybe not. If they do, they may have a chance. If they don't, obviously, like, success is inevitable, providing you're willing to do the work. And if you're not willing to do the work, of course you're not going to create success.
But she admitted herself, just because you put in effort doesn't mean that you will be successful. You have the opportunity to be successful. So you can put in all of the work and still financially fail. That's a great industry. Sign me up.
Hello, it is not like anyone can, a blind man can see that. So who I really want to work with are the go-getters, the people that are like looking to create change and wanting to be part of the positive movement that is, you know, social media.
This positive movement? Just checking, because I'm still waiting for the positivity. This one, okay. I just thought we were talking about somebody else.
And what it gets to be, you know, I feel like gone are the days of bullying, like that is so never.
Reporting somebody on Facebook because they make unrealistic income or health claims is not bullying, it's reporting that person, and it looks like Facebook agreed. Riddle me that.
So yesterday, bullying should never even be a thing, you know? Like at some point, people might be suicidal and you have no idea if someone is just like one like bill away from being broke and being homeless and feeling like, fuck, I have nothing left to live for and I can't do possibly more hours than I'm possibly doing. Like my body can't handle it and, you know, got bills left, right and center. Like people are actually struggling.
Yeah, let's not do sad baiting, because these are unfortunately the people that people like her love to prey upon. If you don't have the money because you're not able to pay rent anymore, then don't join a network marketing company. It will only cause you more severe financial trouble.
And so what would you rather? People just saying, yeah, it's a tough world out there, or would you rather people saying, actually, there's another way? if you're...
There is another way, but it's not network marketing. But she needs you to believe that network marketing is the other way, because otherwise she doesn't make money.
Looking for that person. Hi, my name's Rose. Glad you found my profile. But anyway, I'm about to head out to meet out with one of our beautiful team members that also invested in herself, also has made some money, and also changing some lives. That's who we hang out with.
How many of those people made an actual profit, though? Would be great to see the statistics, the back-end information from that team. If you could provide that, just send that my way. Thank you.
And that's who we want to empower. Like, it's such a beautiful, beautiful space. Anyway, I'm about to head out there now. So if you're catching this,
it doesn't look like it's a beautiful place, Curly Sue. It looks like it's a really catty face. Rosetta, what are we doing here? You're obviously extremely bothered because you got massively ratioed. And you're presenting yourself like a toddler who throws a tantrum. Not the kind of person I would want to make business with and buy pricey water ionizers from. If that person then on their very own Instagram ridicules me if I don't even open the packaging. If I purchase a water ionizer from you, I can do with that crap whatever I want. I can burn it in my backyard and send you the video. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm blessed because I'm actually meant to be barred from a live, which is probably why this hasn't been pushed out to many people. So if you do, for whatever reason, come across this, say hello, hashtag replay, so we can like boost this up a little bit. And yeah, stay blessed, stay dangerous, and let's go.
And I guess that's why we're bothered, because her Instagram following is not as impressive as her Facebook, and her going live on Instagram doesn't have the results that she has when she goes live on Facebook. So that's a good job. Yeah, keep on reporting people who do stupid stuff. It really works. That's why she's also completely unbothered on her Instagram live now, yelling at the haters, ridiculing people who don't work the business, who don't even open their ionizers and they're not working it. That's why it's not working, just like a gym membership. We're very much stuck in the old ways here. And that is just a reminder that it helps if you call somebody out and if you report them also to Facebook, to Instagram, and also to TikTok. And I want to be very clear about this. Don't just report people because you don't like them. But if they make health claims they're not allowed to make, and if they make business claims they're not allowed to make, it is worth to report these people, first of all, to the MLM they're in. Many times they unfortunately don't do much. But it is also worth to alert the platform that they're spreading that information on. Maybe it was that rash story, that ridiculous rash story, which is totally subjective. And if you cannot read that it will not do anything for you, that it's just a very subjective testimonial, then that is your problem, because you're an idiot, because you're a fool. I got ratioed because I posted stupid stuff and I had to jump over hurdles that I set up myself because I did stupid stuff, but I cannot own up to that. And the pool of people we can pitch this to is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, especially when people in network marketing companies have a public attitude like this. So, good job. Fun times, isn't it? The totally unbothered Huns who are totally unbothered setting up Instagram lives because they cannot go live on Facebook anymore, not having the reach that they did in other it's tricky. It must be very stressful to be in network marketing in this day and age in 2025. Not looking good. And let's hope that Kangen is one of those MLMs that also go down very soon or change their business model to actual sales. We will see. I don't think that is necessarily the case because they still have a lot of backing, especially in the Asian countries. It's a Japanese company. But let's at least make it more difficult for the Huns who make those false health claims and income claims that they cannot get by without being called out for that. If you like this video, then please subscribe. You can give the video a like. You can comment something down below. All of this helps the channel out a lot. And if you like these types of totally unbothered videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!